What do Matoran eat? Yesterday, we have been looking at Ga Koro and their dry desert food. Today, I want to take a look at Ga Koro, a land dominated by water and marshes. Ga Koro has always reminded me of eastern sea lands, partially because it has been depicted with rich vegetation of bamboo multiple times. The proximity to the sea also gives a hint towards food items that may be reminiscent of the Far East. So, what does that mean? Of course, fish. Looking into the eastern inspiration of my dish, I am also adding a variety of spices. Turmeric, ginger, and garlic powder to be specific. A few herbs will also be added, such as a variety of vegetables. Carrots, onions, and spring onions would very likely be growing in Ga Vahi. But looking at the watery marshes, Ga Vahi would be a prime location to grow rice. And there's one more thing. Of course, Ga Koro has a practically infinite access to seawater. I don't have any seawater, but I have normal water and sea salt, so boom, seawater. Two more things I want to add. I'm pretty sure the entire land of Mata Nui would have access to coconuts, which is why I'm adding coconut milk. And I'm also going to add a few oranges, which are native to eastern lands. With all of this, let's get cooking! At first, I cut the fish and the vegetables, add our spices, the herbs, and a small amount of our coconut milk. This is then put on the heat to gently simmer until everything is done. Looking at the rice, it could be an ingredient for a variety of dishes and can be made into very different things, like flour for dough. This dough is rolled out into a thin sheet, topped with our cooked mixture, cut to size and rolled into small ball. Oh no. Well, nothing else to do but make a new batch of dough, roll it less thin this time, and... I think I just can't cook. No! Ga Koro needs us! We clean everything up and count our losses. We still have the filling, which we can add all of the coconut milk to, and a bit of salt and some herbs. This is maybe a bit too salty, so I'm going to take one of our oranges, cut it into pieces and add that too, to give it some more sweetness. While that cooks, I wash the rice, fill it with roughly 1.5 times the amount of water, add some herbs and let that gently simmer. While all of that is cooking, let's take a look at this tragedy here. You know, there's still something we can make with that. Kneading it until everything is a coherent mass again and adding flour until it stops being sticky, we end up with a loaf, which we can bake. And there we have it. The Ga Matoran's adaptability made manifest. How does it taste?
Ja.
8 out of 10. A bit salty.